Wow, NIO just got upgraded by Goldman Sachs from sell to hold, and they also upgraded its price target to $59 a share from its initial $7.70. What I will be telling you in this video took me hours of research, so I can only deliver the news you need to hear. So I'd really appreciate if you stick around and decide for yourself if I deserve your subscribe and like. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get right into it. There are 3 news I would like to cover in this video. Since I respect your time, I will tell you what these 3 news are, and if you are interested in finding out more details, then you can simply keep on watching this video. But before getting into it, I would like to remind you you're awesome, and I'm endlessly thankful for you being here today. The first news is, NIO delivering all-time high vehicles in November only. NIO price target upgraded by Goldman Sachs to $59 from its initial $7.70. And their new signed deal for robotaxis with Mobileye after Volkswagen not being able to fulfill the timeline. And after I'm done covering the news, I will also say why I think NIO went down 10% today. So stay tuned for that. What is up, you guys? Chippy here. I do the research and news of a company and let you decide if the company is worth buying or not. If you're interested in more videos like this, then I suggest you subscribe to the channel right now, since I will be posting 5 times a week. Now to the first one, being them selling over 5,291 vehicles in November only, an increase of 109% year over year, making NIO delivering more than 36,000 vehicles in total. This delivery in November included 1,387 of NIO's flagship 6-seater and 7-seater SUVs, 2,386 of the 5-seater SUV ES8, and 1,518 of the 5-seater coupe SUV ES6. NIO also said that they will be accelerating their production capacity expansion in December this year. So I'm really excited to see how much this acceleration will bring to the company. Now to the second one, being Goldman Sachs upgrading NIO to a $59 price target. Them saying that they underestimated the benefits that the Chinese electric vehicle maker would get from its breakthroughs, such as its battery swap idea. NIO launched its battery as a service program in August. Service users purchase a NIO car without the battery, making it more price competitive against existing powertrains, while also providing the flexibility to change battery in under 5 minutes, which is pretty cool and also free. Goldman Sachs also said, and I quote, "In addition, battery as a service also represents a systematic solution to the long existing challenges for EV penetration, including battery degradation, battery upgradability, and lower resale value." Now about their new deal with Mobileye about robotaxis. Mobileye has signed a strategic cooperation agreement with NIO, in which NIO's cars will be imported to Israel for the development and trials of a fleet of robotaxis that they will plan to use later in unspecified global markets. According to the original plan, Mobileye has been working with Volkswagen on the robotaxi project since an agreement was signed in November 2018, which Volkswagen failed to fulfill in the course of 2 years. Mobileye will begin the trials with a fleet of dozens of NIO vehicles, and about the Volkswagen minivans they plan to test, they will also join the trials at a later time, with Mobileye saying, I quote, "Volkswagen is still a part of the project and the changes have been carried out in coordination with it." Their deal in Israel is also backed up by the government, which allows them the right to travel on public transport lanes and regulatory assistance in setting up fast charging stations at key locations along routes. Now that we got everything out of the way, despite all of this good news, why did NIO still drop 10% today? The main reason is that the fact that the US forced Chinese companies with shares traded on American exchanges, such as Alibaba, to comply with audit oversight rules or leave US markets altogether. What does this mean? I will tell you in a second. Also, if you want to learn more about what the audit rules are, I will leave a link in the description down below. And if you want to scroll down to open the description box, why don't you just leave a like right now, if you didn't already? Thank you. This might sound bad, but let me give you reasons of why I think this will not pass. First one being that the Wall Street firms have made $1.4 billion in fees underwriting these banks. Second one, US pension funds own a lot of Chinese stocks, so nobody will want to touch that, to be honest. And the third one, being that the counsel Dan Golzer thinks it's a way for US government to gain a lever in negotiations, indicating that they are not expected to go through with it, but rather to use it to get some reasonable accommodations from China. And there are also good news about this. If it does indeed pass, it will give Chinese companies 3 years to comply. That's a long time for both countries to find some compromise. The worst case scenario in this is that the Chinese companies will fold your shares into the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So you can still trade if you're on a platform that works with the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So no one is going to lose their shares or something like that. The second good news is the increase in public trust in Chinese stocks might actually help their companies grow in the long run. So I wouldn't worry about this too much, especially with Biden becoming the president of the United States in 2021, and we all know that he loves China. And also, don't forget that the Chinese stocks crashed back in May too, back when the Senate passed this resolution. But since then, everyone forgot about it and the Chinese stocks came back, and they came back strong. And the same will happen this time, and you heard it here first. That's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried making it as short as possible and cover all of the future expectations about NIO and the Chinese stocks. If you did enjoy this video, I would appreciate if you will subscribe to the channel right now. It would help me make more videos, therefore giving you more info for free basically. That said, it's time to end the video guys, and don't forget, invest smart and be patient.